Right. Just guess we're just waiting on Soton. In theory.
Yep, I'm just seeing. Oh man, 35 EXP to spend. Ah, I don't even know what I want to spend it on.
Did I actually spend mine? I think I did. Oh hey! My hand-to-hand does piercing. And the answer is yes. Yes, I did spend it.
Oh wow, Eager Transfusion, stupid good. Swap heal your strain with your wounds and vice versa.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Oh, it's more of a balancing act because you're not really healing.
Yeah, but then you just get so good that you get a bunch of advantages. You heal your strain, and then you can use that to heal your wounds.
Is there anything else on Nalhada or Narshada that we can do while we're here?
I'm not sure.
Bounties. Bounty 8. Camino.
Let's see, we're not really wanting for money at this point.
I need more. I need more. All the monies. I know. I'm greedy.
The one thing I kind of want to do is I want to kind of go back to that planet that we hit and stock up on a bunch of that miracle drug for the final battle. Just stock up on that.
We have like 24 of that.
I've been using. I only have like one more complete set because I've been using it.
No,
Like,
but we got a bunch. I bought a bunch for the ship itself.
Oh, do you mind if I dip into that supplies? Take like 6. I really only need the brawn increasing one. That's like the main. If not, we can just take a quick detour, fly back, buy some of that stuff.
Oh wait. Uh. Can we edit the pitch the key bounty to saying it was done? Because that was done.
I'll imagine that. All right. So what do we need to get done? Let's set off the. Let's not go into the core band today because Ron Silverback's not here. Maybe at the end of the session we can like head over there, but let's get the preparations done. So we need to get the medicine. Do you need to do anything, Flynn?
No. I would like to sit down and do some gambling.
Okay, we can do some gambling.
Okay.
I'm on Nar Shaddaa, and there's a pretty prestigious place here that I'd like to hit up.
I mean, the other thing we can do is discuss the setting a bit more that we want to do for the next campaign.
Okay, we can do that as well.
So we're setting it in an old Republic sort of era.
Oh, sweet. Okay, that there's so many different time periods that are all cool there.
In order to narrow it down further, I kind of want to get an idea of the characters everyone wants to play. So in the Dark Dawn character creation, I've put in the Sith race there as well, with the 3 subspecies parts of it. So if you do want to play something like that, you can. I mean, there's some pretty big advantages to it, but they don't have quite as much starting XP as some of the other races. If there's something that you want to play that isn't part of the official stuff, let me know, and I'll either see if I can find someone else's version of it or make up my own, depending on what seems better. But you know, I want to open it up a lot more in terms of races as well. So if there's something specific you're after,
Where are the Sith?
in the Dark Dawn on Discord, character creation.
Okay, there it is.
I mean, it'll end up getting its own category and tab system once that campaign starts, but the other thing is I'll try and open it back up again, as I think some of the people from other campaigns might want to join back in. So I'll send out an alert well ahead of time and say, hey, we're starting a new campaign.
I definitely either want to play one of these Sith class, depending on what everyone else is doing, or if everyone's going to Sith, I might do a HK assassin droid. But like probably a Sith, but like depending on like what everyone else is going to build, because I'll just kind of like fill in around there.
Um,
Like if we get a bunch of people who are like really brawny or a lot of shooty, I might don't have a lot of brains. I might play the engineer. If we got a lot of brainy people, I might want to try the warrior cast. And if no one's like cunning, I might play the priest. I can fill in.
so
I pretty much got my character figured out.
Oh,
yeah.
what's your character?
What's the best way to describe my character?
An incredibly vicious. Sorry, an incredibly vicious individual.
What's the race?
Let's see if you can guess this.
I mean, the first is obviously Sith with that description.
Hi, Braun.
I'll give you a hint. You're wrong. It's not Sith.
Is it like the I don't know what the race is called. Is it the one from the Clone Wars, that one evil general guy? That race?
Basilisk.
Is it a basilisk?
It is not. That is a race though that's available, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a Wampa?
The Wampa ice creature. That is an interesting idea.
Wampa Jedi?
I don't know that they have enough intelligence to be more than a beast, unfortunately.
This could be a
What?
variant.
Have we ever really sat down and had a conversation with them?
There's been stranger things in the Star Wars. If there could be Jedi who fly with fucking spitty lightsabers, there can be one smart Wampa. If Jar Jar Binks can like become a diplomat for an entire race of people, then a Wampa can,
Sith
crush
alchemy,
heads with a lightsaber.
Sith alchemy Wampa. There you go.
Genetically experimented Wampa.
Well, that's pretty much what Sith alchemy was. It was basically the alchemical arts, the dark side. So
All right, was the race in the original trilogy movies?
yes,
Oh no, is it a fucking Rancor?
that would be amazing. But no,
Is it a Gamorrean?
like a Morian.
A Gamorrean, yeah.
No,
What other races are there in the original series?
You want to give any more hints?
Can I get another hint?
what's another hint?
What can I ask here? One question that's on a yes or no. What planet are they from?
That's kind of cheating.
All right, are they from a desert planet?
No,
Are they from a forest planet?
you know, it's pretty much all there is from those movies.
Yeah, but I gotta like narrow it down. Is it an Ewok? But
Yes, it is.
oh my god. I was never gonna get that with a high brawn vicious.
Ewoks are naturally vicious.
Right, but the high brawn kind of threw me off there.
Normally they're not. It's just once you pump all your points into Brawn, it's a very good Brawn character, apparently.
Is it a 4 brawn rating?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would never have guessed it with the brawn. The vicious, sure, but the brawn?
That's fair. That's fair.
That's because I was thinking all the big races, which is why I was like the naturally big ones. So a brawny Ewok in the Old Republic, okay.
They exist. Very rare, but they exist.
I didn't know they left the planet.
Not
They didn't-
voluntarily.
No. Well, sometimes, generally, that's because they're stowaways, though.
Fair.
Or something along that lines. But for the most part, it was not voluntarily. Yeah.
It was like how I don't understand how like they did Interstellar Trample, but then like with all the lost civilizations and like it makes sense. I could totally buy it. It's fucking Star Wars.
They have a Ewok companion in Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Okay. Which not sure if that's canon in Legends or new, but
It's kind of based off of
The Knights of the Old
Knights of the
Republic.
Old Republic.
yep. I mean, I use
Actually,
that.
it's not kinda. It is.
I mean, I use that for my campaign as well to borrow ideas from, but.
But what I will do with it is, you will HB pick another player's character, and they're either enslaved, a companion, or there's got to be some connection to one of the other characters who basically would have collected you from the planet.
It's true.
Whether it be amicable
I know
or
that's
whether you
Wookiees.
hate each other is up to you entirely.
Yeah, 4 brawn, 2 agility, 2 intellect, 3 cunning, 2 willpower, 2 presence.
Nice. Nice, well balanced character. What talent system are we using for this new? Are we using this talent system?
I think we'll use Genesis, but we'll use the Genesis that is typical
For
Genesis. Yeah, that one where it's
Okay.
a tree properly rather than a.
Yeah, because this one you can just like shoot down for the powerful talents and then get like 1 rank 1, 1 rank 2, 1 rank 3, 1 rank 4, and then like all the rank 5s. Basically 1 rank 1, 1 rank 2, then all the rank 3 talents.
But I am trying to decide whether we should mix back in the force powers from the Star Wars one, or whether we should keep using this system of force powers.
I think
I don't know. So like the difference is it's not even like one is more powerful than the other. I feel like with this one it's a lot more it's a lot more front loaded. So with this system, like once you get, all you have to do is pump your points into your controller alter skill, right?
Yeah.
And then you unlock a force power like force attack, and you pretty much after that you're pretty much good and set with a wide range of force powers. So you're like really powerful.
Whereas the other one, you keep having to spend more and more experience into it.
Yeah, the other one you have to spend a lot more experience. The downside is that like it's a lot higher barrier of entry. But as we saw, I think that the other one is like battle meditation and move. Like if you invest correctly or like optimal, or like if you invest in the old system, you get ridiculous heights. But it's also like
But at
I
the
feel
same
like it's kind of
time, like this system, Silverback is being just about as powerful as your battle med used to be.
Yep. The one thing I would say about the old, the other system, I think I like them about the same. But the one thing I didn't like was that I felt like, like the other system, you felt really weak until like you get like one or like until everything comes online, and then you just like exponentially increase.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, so it's really just of like when you hit that power boost.
Right. The thing I enjoyed more about the other one was that your force rating came into play a bit more.
Yeah, I do like that a lot more. This one, your force rating doesn't really matter as much as your control skill. The other one, your force rating. Which I don't know. Now that you say it, I think that with some of these, especially like with the Sith, the fact that like some of them come with like the Force rating one, and then that you can increase you start off with a higher Force rating, might alleviate that like really slow starting point, because you're already just going to start with a 2 or 3. You can start with a 2 or 3 Force rating, which is, so I think actually it's probably better to do the old system, but
for Force powers.
Yeah.
I think, if we go mostly for the old system with the exception of talents, might be the better way of going. Talents using the Genesis system.
Yep.
Just so that you're not, tied to a class quite so thoroughly. And then the way we'll deal with careers is I think for that, you find someone to train you in whatever sort of path you want to go down.
Yep.
So it'll be, you pick your career from the full selection of the Star Wars game. You get your career skills according to that. You still pick a specialization from that, but all the specialization is going to do is pick out the rest of your career skills. If that seems reasonable to everyone.
Okay.
You know what I might do? I might do a Sith a Sith priest who doesn't use a lightsaber and is just like really like super religious. Like super like I don't sully my hands with the blade. I use I harness the Force for my own powers.
And this little Ewok.
I am not such a primitive being that I use my hands.
That's why I use primitive beings.
Oh my gosh! If I do that, can the Ewok be my servant? Can you be my servant?
Sure.
Where I constantly mock and despise. I constantly mock you, but I secretly respect you, but he'll never admit it.
You do have the downside as a priest of having setback for charm coercion and computers, but...
Yeah, that's because he's got his head so stuck up in his ass that he can't really talk to people. That fits the character concept.
Well,
Can't really talk to people if he's constantly looking down on them. And computers is like the opposite of like Force and mysticism, which he disdains. So that actually really works. Zealotous priest.
I gotta find the perfect career and class for skills.
Because I think where this is going, considering you've finished up most storylines, I think you're down to finding Venku and dealing with Project Academy.
Yep, and then opening that damn tomb, whatever is in that damn tomb.
So I think I would be very surprised if we had any more than maybe 3 more full sessions of this before we complete it. I mean, it might be more depending on how you go about things, but I would be somewhat surprised.
Yeah. So are these subspecies, are these purebloods, or are they like human mix, or does it really that just like
So
fluff?
that's more up to you.
Okay.
They can be pure blood. They can have like a human mix in or some other race, but it's the way that these actually are from the Sith is that Masasi is the pure blood, and then the other ones sort of diverted off of that over time. But there's still like both for Kisai and Zagrugruk, they're still so close to being pure blood that in the Legends lore, that's what like the old Republic sort of refers to as a pure blood. You know, they're still red skin, they're still face tentacles a lot of the time, not always, but um, even still, like if you want to go for someone who is much more human-like, I'm fine with that too. Unless you're playing a Masasi, in which case, you know, they don't look particularly human. They're a lot more animalistic in appearance than most of the other Sith. But what I am gonna do is when you travel to Korriban, several of the tombs there will be for characters I'll use as NPCs in the other campaign. So there'll be some tying it back to this in some capacity.
Nice.
Well, this class would be out for my character.
Well, we wouldn't really be doing classes because it'd be the Genesis system, right?
I'm
just
looking at skills.
Class and
Oh, the skills.
specialization for your career skills. So it's basically I want this one because it comes with these, and the specialization under. So we'll go off of the Star Wars system of the specialization has to be related to that career. But it's just to get your career skills set up, basically.
Okay, so you basically pick a template for one of the classes just for the specializations.
Yeah, for the career skills and stuff from it.
Yep.
And
Because otherwise, you just pick the best
yeah
skills.
Which is part of what's happened here as well, is everyone went, well, this is perfect for me, getting all of this, plus I have direct line into everything I want, and, you know, we're at less than half the XP we had in the other campaign, and most people are far more powerful than they were.
Yep, at this point, it's just like, it's, before it was like, I need to buy this and this, and I'm like, well, I've got everything I need, what can I buy?
So the other thing I might end up doing is rebuilding the talent list again. I'll likely use the Stargate one as a template, and then take out the things that don't work and put in things from the Star Wars ones that
Nice.
Just so that it's a cohesive, everything is in one place, rather than look at all these different guides to pick your talents out. And I will go through the Force and Destiny Genesis one to grab some Force talents from there as well. But if we're going to go with the Force system from the other Star Wars, I think
Yeah.
I won't be grabbing everything. I'll just be grabbing ones that I think still fit well.
Yeah, because the other system already has the talents for it built into like the force powers themselves.
Yeah, and there are some Force talents with the the specializations. And
the one thing.
Yep.
Sorry.
Go for it.
So the one thing I liked about the other system as well is that with this one, I feel like once you buy a force power, you can do pretty much like everything with it. Whereas the other one, you feel a lot more specialized. Like your Jedi or Sith is like really good at this one particular power, and this one is just like, oh, you have move, and now you can pretty much do everything with it.
Yeah. And yeah, you can get really powerful off of it. I might end up looking back over it. If we're using this form of talent tree, I might look back over the Force powers and end up increasing the cost in the other one. Because otherwise you're going, well, comparatively, to get to this stage in talents, or this stage in in Force powers, I'm better off just spending all my XP into Force powers constantly.
Yep.
So I might end up looking over that and then just maybe increasing the cost of them.
The only thing I wish that the other system did that this wasn't was that like I wish that the other system had like a skill specifically for force powers, because like they just kind of threw discipline for that, but like it's kind of weird.
Well, it might be worth keeping alter and control from that then.
Yeah, I kind of like replacing alter and control, because then your character's like super disciplined as well, where as opposed to just
Okay.
That actually makes us weaker, but I kind of like the having the force skill separate makes more sense.
So what I might end up doing, we'll probably have a bit of a break between campaigns just so I can get things ready. But what I might look at doing is working out from the old system the force powers where cost needs to go up, work out what force powers would be using alter or control, and then saying it accordingly.
Yep.
I mean, there's plenty of times where you're just rolling your force rating basically with the other one anyway, so it's not that often that you need alter and control, but
I think like the main things usually like the first thing I thought is like move checks.
Yeah, move for attacking was one of the big ones that was using discipline all the time. Whereas I think in this case, move could really use either, I think.
In this system, it does use either.
Okay.
I also like in this system how there were two of them, but for most of the force powers, they used both. There were just like one or two that like used like a power in particular.
Yeah. There we go.
And then there was like some applications that used one or the other, but most of them you could just use either.
There.
So it felt more like a reward for using a particular one rather than a punishment, because you could pretty much get by with focusing on either.
Looks like Marauder Tree is probably what I'm gonna go with. For force power, not force powers, skills. I'm awake.
There. The other thing I might look over is are there instances where it would make more sense to run a proper check for it rather than rolling just your force pull?
Yep.
Like certain powers, like even just looking at them now, there's quite a few that it would make more sense to have a proper check for. Like battle meditation, for instance.
What would that check be? Because it's for allies.
I think it would likely for battle meditation. I think it could be an alter or control thing. Because you're altering the way you justify is it you're altering their perception of the battle to improve morale. Or under control, you're keeping their emotions in check. So it's both kind of make sense for it. Plus, running a check where you have a chance to fail is probably a better option for something as powerful as that than just here's your force die, spend a destiny, and you can flip the others and use it all anyway.
Piloting planetary, yay! Because that's makes a lot of sense for my character.
Oh, there's actually a power called Alter as well, so that'll use the Alter skill, basically.
I would hope so. The altar would use altar.
I call shenanigans. Wait, bows would be ranged heavy, wouldn't they?
I think there'd be two sorts. I think there'd be a short bow and a long bow. I think short would be ranged light. You know, I might end up setting up force powers in a similar way to talents. You use have range, magnitude, and strength as like your tier 1 versions, and you still need to progress down the line to you can't have more than one in the same tier of the same type, so something along those sorts of lines.
I could see that, but then like I would only worry that like then it would like make certain because of the higher tiers like cost more, and it would like those are like so specific to the force powers, like kind of meant to get like a bunch of those. Whereas the tier 5 you're only supposed to get like a few capstones.
Right.
Like I think that's a good idea. I think I would just like keep it separate because otherwise keep it separate from like the main talent
Oh
tree.
yeah, I didn't mean to put it in the same one. I mean, like you have your force
Oh, yeah.
talent tree and you have your talent tree.
Yep, that would make sense.
In which case, I could even put the basic powers into that, in all technicality. And based on their default cost, choose what tier they have to start at. I don't know. I'll take a look and try and work out what will work best, and I'll probably get it wrong, but
It's fine.
at least it'll then have a better XP gate to use them rather than yeah, everyone's very powerful off from the start because of this system.
What is the have some black setback imposed for charm coercion? Is that like a set amount, or is it just like depending on the situation?
For what? Sorry.
The Kisai for the it says have some setback. Is that just like depending on the situation, or?
It'll always have at least one, but depending on situational, it might end up with more. But also, if you have talents that say remove due to,
Yeah,
they still have to have at least one because of their isolationist. Is the idea.
was the wrong one.
Yeah, I think I could relatively easy combine the two into a fairly cohesive force power system. Try and get one that's takes the good parts of each but not overpower.
I laugh at the commando tree sometimes though. I'm taking a look at it, and 3 out of the 4 skills that you get for commando, you get with soldier.
Yeah, the advantage of it is
You can double up, yeah.
yeah. Like it lets you because
Like
we'll go off of the system of the Star Wars one, which is four of your career skills from your career, you get a point in, and 2 from the specialization to begin with. I mean, they're all career skills, but so it's really just that starting boost that you're after from it.
yeah, but I'm like looking at this commando. There's no stealth for the commando, who's generally,
That's a
huge
good
portion
point.
of. He doubled up on survival, but no stealth. But I do have medicine.
Ooh, you know what I could also do?
What?
I could also build a Chiss, go build a Thrawn-like character.
Yeah.
Commander type.
Yeah. I think I might do that. Get away from building, because I always build Jedi. I think I'll not build a Jedi.
You mean someone who's not automatically
Force sensitive. Yeah. Someone who's not built around force sensitivity. Let's see, what are the stats for Chiss? We gotta have them, right?
They
Yeah.
definitely have them.
I will get you that real quick.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, you got it already?
They've got a crappy presence. That's surprising. I mean, I guess that they're
Especially
like
given they start with cool +1.
like I get that like they're foreign, but like Thrawn is known as like super charismatic.
He just put all his points into presents.
Because I can't imagine building a Chiss with like that low presence, because he's like a talker strategist guy.
Yeah, but you start with 100.
That's true. I probably would just pump it into presence.
Yeah, if you put 90 in, you'd get presents to 4.
Ooh.
But also think about cunning and because cunning was also a good one, or willpower.
Yeah, but the issue with Thrawn is that he had maxed out intellect, cunning, and then high presence as well. But I probably have intellect and presence like higher than cunning.
Well, what skills fall underneath
Right,
cunning?
so Thrawn had, according to this system at least, because they did create him in the Allies and Adversaries book, 3 brawn, 3 agility, 4 intellect, 4 cunning, 3 willpower, 3 presence.
Yeah. I guess he was more cunning than he was charismatic.
And intelligent.
Oh yeah, the intelligent goes without saying. The only thing is like the system, like I'd imagine Thrawn on the battlefield would be like do the field commander thing. That'd be like his thing.
I can tell you that. Hang on.
Because that's but that's an average leadership check, which makes sense. His leadership was like insane.
Command 3, add 3 boost to leadership checks.
Yeah.
Affected targets add 3 boost to any discipline check for the next 24 hours.
I don't think there was like a lore commander who had more leadership than Thrawn.
Remove 2 setback from all leadership checks. Upgrade difficulty of charm, coercion, deception, targeting this character twice. And then he's got as abilities Art of War. Once per session, Thrawn may make a hard knowledge, lore, Outer Rim, or Xenology check to gain insight on an opponent. For each success, add automatic success to all skill checks Thrawn makes against that opponent.
Oh my god.
Until the end of the session. Holy crap.
I mean, it's fucking Thrawn.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but still, that's still wow. Oh,
I mean, Thrawn is literally the I have. You thought that you were prepared, but I've actually got this up my sleeve. Of course, I'm not building Thrawn. I'm building a Chiss.
named Spawn. Do I keep with my force stuff, or do I just get rid of it and just go straight up Ewok?
It's entirely up to you.
I'm polling the room, seeing their thoughts.
So the way I'm thinking I'll do it is just having a look over this is that your force talent tree will be any talent that requires force rating. So that's anything listed as basically a force talent. In there will also be actual force powers. There'll also be things like control, duration, magnitude, all of that in there. Which means that it'll sort of combine both systems a little bit. You can get, up 3 ranks of control, and it'll affect all force powers you have there. However, it'll use the control from the original system, which is that even though you've got those ranks, you still need to be spending successful, force pips. So it'll get the benefit of both in a way, in that you don't have to individually buy control. Control will be unique to each power. I think I'll use it somewhat like talents have improved and supreme. I'll do control like that, but your strength, duration, range, and stuff will be universal. But one of the ones I'll have there is Awakening as a tier 1 talent, force talent, which is your force rating becomes force rating 1 by picking that up. So if you've already got force rating 1, it's doing shit all. But if you don't, then...
Yep.
So, for instance, picking a career out that is one of the Force and Destiny careers would give you Force rating 1 by default. However, you're only getting 1 rank in 3 of the career skills instead of 4 of them. Although then you've also got like the Sith and the Miraluka who will begin with 1 force rating just because of their species. So yeah, if you want to go force powers at all, you're welcome to. If you want to go that way, just think of either picking up Awakening or picking up as your career one of the Force and Destiny careers. Or the Clone Wars era Jedi career, which, if you're playing a Sith character, I have no issue with you calling it Sith instead. And same goes for the clone soldiers from that era. I have no issue with people picking those up or even the specializations from it. We just rename them a little bit to suit the time period. if that makes sense at all.
I'm trying to decide if I want to make this just more of a spy character or more of a leadership character.
There. I think as a tier 4 talent, I'm also going to put in a talent called specialization, which will basically be pick any specialization, gain all career skills from that specialization. And that'll just be a talent that you can pick up in tier 4, so that if you want to grab more career skills in one quick go, you can do it there. Or maybe tier 3 would make more sense for that, actually, given you got to build up to it.
Did you know that Flynn now has the deeds to a slave?
Is it going to be your Ewok?
I want to know how he lived that long. I wouldn't complain, but that'd be amazing.
Carbonite.
He's trapped in carbonite. That's how the session starts. You unfreeze him, and it's got, boy, I've got a tale to tell you.
Actually, probably slaughter everybody in the room.
I bet you're wondering how I got here, Record Scratch.
I got a deed to a mysterious ship. I got a lot of deeds. Where could I claim that deed to the mysterious ship?
So the deed to the mysterious ship, basically you got to locate the mysterious ship. The name listed on the deed is the where are we? Yeah, I'm not using that name. Never mind. Let's come up with a new one.
What's the name?
Crimson
What was the name?
Beaver.
That's just so many things I can say off of that.
Yeah, that's
So-
why I said I'm not using that name.
love it. Oh, God. It's like a name only the computer could think is a great idea. It's such an unfortunate, like, both words by themselves are fine, but when you combine them together.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a better name than that because that's.
I don't know. How can you top that name?
Hold my beer and watch this.
um. Let's see. Let's go with this one. The I'll skip the first bit. The Nightshade. Now that I'm thinking about it, that seems very similar to what Haunting Nightmare. No, it's not that similar.
No, they're kind of different.
Okay. Yeah,
What's
we'll go with the
what's the shade?
Nightshade.
One's a shade of night, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And is a significantly better name than the Crimson Beaver.
I don't know about
I
that.
don't know though. For a good laugh, Crimson Beaver. Yeah, I would definitely put Fitch. Hold on, I'll get that name. Fitch Jick P on that. Looking for that bloody thing.
Okay.
Because, you know, the quicker I find my mysterious ship, the better. I mean, if we can get access to a warship, awesome. Oh, da 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 da. My friend died a couple weeks ago due to complications of alcoholism.
That sucks.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not taking it as hard as I took my service dog's death, but you know,
Yeah.
and I actually kind of saw things like something like this happening, you know.
Let you prepare a little bit, as difficult as it still is.
Yeah. I'm more somber than like sad. If that makes any sense. I guess somber is a bit of a sad.
Yeah.
By the way, did you know I'm sitting at over 1 million credits?
Nope, I did
Sorta.
not know that. That's
Oh, I guess you didn't know that either. Yeah, 1,227,966 credits.
Gee.
Plus, I have 52,000 in a rare gem. And a slave. And a ship.
Yeah, that's a selection. Paste that there for the moment while I try and find this.
And I got a bunch of trading cards, one with the foil. Which one was the foil? Ah, the Admiral Tovad was the
Yep.
shiny. Right.
Oh right, there's Wayback Machine. I forgot that thing existed. I can use that.
Come again?
The Wayback Machine is a website that basically archives the entire internet every so often. Which is really useful when you're trying to look up old FFG forums that no longer exist because they wiped them. I was just trying to find that one in theory.
Let's go on. Sad Panda.
Pick up the 26th of December one, that'll be the most recent. Right, that's not what I thought it was. Okay. God damn stupid thing. Um, yeah, so anything that you do want to prepare for when you go to Korriban, we can do that as well.
Wait, one quick question about the other thing. So I was looking at talents, and one of them is cunning persona. Your character may it's an incidental. Your character may suffer 2 strain to make a charm check. Oh wait, hold on. I answered my own question. Never mind.
Okay.
I was going to ask. I didn't read the full thing. I was going to ask, could I use that to like do a battle meditation? Not battle meditation. Field commander check. But no, it says charm check. Never mind.
Okay.
Maybe it could help.
I'm stupid.
Yep. I need to know what this mysterious ship is so I can collect it if it's going to be useful to us.
Okay. Just trying to find, because I know I had it set up on their old forums, like I'd picked it out what it was, because someone had made a whole bunch of extra ships on there. Uh,
A Sith Dreadnought. Yes!
Or are you?
Well, I would think that most of the stuff on the Sith Dreadnought would probably be out of date. Oh, excuse me.
Maybe they've got it over on this thing, given that this is a pretty extensive collection of stuff now. Um, yeah, there's a Mandalorian sourcebook that some fans created,
That's cool.
adding in the stuff from the show, including races. Fascinating.
Oh, what are the races that they included?
The blue fish thing, the Mithril, and the little frog person. I'm just seeing if I can find a thing for ships that used to exist. There's the Old Republic era campaign stuff that I want to grab.
Oh, the Basilisk War Droid. I just thought of a frightening thing, an Ewok on one of those.
You know, the stats for the Basilisk War Droid actually exist in this system already.
The broken one, I believe.
Yes.
So, Old Republic stuff is canon.
Is it?
Well, okay, maybe not canon. I forgot that, it should be.
It should be, yes. So I am going to download this and give you the link for it. So we'll just put this in the, given that you two are here, I'll put this in just the chat in Roll20. There are races in here if you want to look at them as well as career and specializations that you might want to choose if you're going that direction.
The shard.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Oh, you can do it at shiny. That'd be sick.
And it gives some more talents, which I can go and look at to bring into.
Oh, you can be the Maraluka. Ooh, you can be the cold-blooded assassin.
Ooh.
Instead of their Sith Pure Blood, we'll use the Sith thing that I've done, I think, just so that you've got a little bit more option out of it.
Yep.
And I think for Miraluka, I'd probably go with something similar to that, but decrease the starting experience a little bit and make them like the Sith in that they start with a Force rating of 1. But other than that, it'll be pretty much the same. This gives a list of vehicles. It doesn't actually give stats for them. That's useful.
Wait, where's this? Or is this in a different thing?
This is a different thing. Okay, let's see if I can find Lightsaber Crystal's adventure book. What? Oh yeah, if anyone wants this, there is a very very useful website here. That one has a lot of stuff if you're looking for resources for running campaigns. Heck of a lot of resources. There's the vehicles. That's what I'm.
Ooh, I kind of do like this resource.
Which one?
The Old Republic one.
It's got some good stuff in there. The Gauntlets of Mark Aragnus. Nice. Okay. Um,
God, there's too many good ideas. I don't know what I want to pick.
That's fair.
Too many choices.
Whoa. Okay.
What's up?
Well, this is useful. Um, Someone has compiled all of the playable races into a single PDF. All of the official ones, I think it is. Yeah.
Nice. Is an Arcanian a new race for the from the High Republic?
Arcanian.
I think they're
I think they've
old.
been around for a while.
Never heard of them. They got that High Republic design, but
Oh yeah, they've
I
been
think,
around for ages. They're
Okay.
they're near humans, right?
yeah, they're they're near humans. They've had what was the offshoot? Yeah, Arcanian offshoot is the one I mainly remember. But they were created back in the what?
Classic, right? Or not classic?
Yeah.
What is it?
First mentioned was Dark Empire, okay, for Arcanian. So you're looking at, what was that, the early 90s, I think? Arcanian Offshoot's the one I remember because they turned up relatively frequently in the Knights of the Old Republic comic book series, which was fantastic. And if you want to know a character that is what's a good way of putting him? He's Zane Carrick from that series of comics is basically a human version of what if Jar Jar was actually a Jedi. Not so much the like personality wise, but it is he practically isn't force sensitive except when the force wants something to happen. And then suddenly he is the most powerful person in existence, just about. And it's fantastic. Like, so the way it begins is, their masters, him and the other Padawans, their masters have this premonition of the future, realizing that someone is going to turn to the dark side, who is trained by one of them, and basically bring about the fall of the Jedi Order. And the one that they've all had the premonition about is Revan. And then, so to prevent this, the masters of these Padawans decide to slaughter their Padawans. Zane
causing
Carrick
a chain event.
Is somewhere else at the time, comes back, sees it all go down, sees the results of it, and flees. And then you get the series of comics beginning from there, of him trying to prove to the rest of the Jedi Council that his master and the other ones from the Taris Jedi Academy basically just slaughtered all their Padawans, and they're blaming it on something else. Actually, I think they're blaming it on him. But it's a fantastic series. And then the final one they did was setting it during the Mandalorian Wars. And it was right before Disney bought Lucasfilm when they did that one. But yeah, it's a really good series if you're looking at reading some fun Star Wars stuff.
I might actually look that up. I've seen it before, and I googled the plot synopsis when I was trying to make a campaign ideas. It looks interesting.
It's got some funny moments in it, but most of it is, I wouldn't say serious, but it's not designed for its humor.
Here's an idea: a Bith assassin, whose cover is he's a musician. And
Play
I
that
will,
song again.
and I will most certainly, if I do that, I will most certainly ask if I can retrofit one of my musicians into like a secret blaster, like a blaster hidden in a saxophone.
I'd be fine with that.
That's an idea I've had for a while. That I was going through and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I had the idea for a bit assassin.
Did the microphone just to our feet? Wait a minute. That's a thermal detonator!
Play a specific note.
As for getting ready for Korriban, I think we should see about getting a small strike force.
Oh yeah, ask for help.
Yeah.
Found it. Yes! Finally! Here's the ship. Oh, good.
It's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
There you go. There is the mysterious ship named the Nightshade.
Uh, how many hard points is it? 4 hard points. All right. So question is, does Fitch know where it is and where it can be located?
Okay.
Which is pretty much saying the same damn thing I was saying. Wow. Know where it is and where it can be located. I'm going to
Does he
stab him
know
like
where
a
it is
boss.
currently? No. If you want to give me knowledge outer rim check with someone, you can use Fitch to do it if you want. Otherwise, someone else can.
Yeah. Yep. What the?
It'll be hard.
Two success with an advantage.
Okay. Yeah, so he manages to locate this thing out. From what he can see, it's somewhere out near Hutter, floating in deep space. You're actually Hutter Narshadar. It's nearish to where you are, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna need to grab some spacesuits. So I'll have to buy some spacesuits. I'll have to do. Do we have any mechanics? I don't think we have any mechanics. Is Fitch a mechanic? I don't think he is. Give me a second. Oh, he's got some mechanics on him. Yeah. All right. We're gonna go and see a man about a ship.
Okay.
I think, if that's okay with you.
Yep. There's so many races.
Yes,
I love
there
the
are.
Nogri. Vader's assassins. Then Leia's bodyguards.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any way of towing said salvage if we can't get it running? Fitch have piloting. Please, Fitch have piloting.
Any way of towing it for salvage? Is
Towing, yeah.
that, I guess. I mean, I'd be very surprised if you couldn't get it running, but sure.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out, like, if we can't get it running, then. But we have an astromech. We're good. I think spacesuits are what? 100 credits each?
Holy crap.
What?
I just found the species index for this game that someone put together.
It's just a lot, or
I think it's got every single species ever created in it for Star Wars,
Jesus Christ.
including ETs.
What? What? Yeah, these are some deep cuts. What the fuck? Who has the time?
How the heck do you put this together?
Yoda's species.
The Azogian. What the? Why is there an ET? Is it like a? Where the fuck was this?
They appeared in the background of episode 1 in the Senate.
Oh my god.
It was a
not Easter egg. I'm
it was,
assuming.
yeah, it was a. The story goes that as a result of a bet between Spielberg and Lucas, Lucas had to put the ETs in his next movie, which was episode 1 at the time. And so
My
he
favorite-
shoved them in the background.
My favorite
in-
part is that it's got a full lore for the Asgardians too. It's the whole paragraph on society. Like,
They have the Yoda species, but they fail to have what stat? They're missing presence and brawn.
I think what they've done here is, unless the stat changes, assume it's 2, and then
Oh, okay.
anything else is adjusted by what it says.
Oh no, I see brawn there.
Looking at everything the way it's been sitting here, from what I've read through so far, at least.
So wait, what are they missing? There's 6 stats. Cunning is in there, so presence and is there 6 stats or 5 stats?
6.
Oh my gosh.
They've got the Yuzong Fong as well.
oh yeah, I want to play as Yuzan Vong. Why are they in the Old Republic?
Oh no, this is all throughout. Oh, I see what you're saying. Never mind.
Yeah, no, for this next game. What race are you playing? I'll play the Yuzan Vong. You know, I can't imagine any lore issues there.
Oh, gee. Who has the time to make this?
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared, but I'm impressed.
I mean, talk about a species index. I mean, that's hats off to that person.
So I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Would it be okay if in the first, not the insane one, in the first one, there's a race called the Pantoran. It's like blue skin people. If
Yeah.
I just say it, if I take those stats and everything here, and then with my character just say that it's a Chiss.
No, there's actually
I mean, Pantoran's part of the official thing. They are a different race.
Right, but no, I'm saying just like mechanically use it for to just say that it's a Chiss. This is more what I thought of like a Thrawn-like character, commander, smart person.
blood carvers.
If not, I can just play the Pantoran. Maybe raised by the Chiss for some fucking reason. They're blue people. They can apparently in the quick blurb that Thrawn passed off as one.
I'm just taking a look at them for a second here. With a few changes, yes. Those changes being the starting experience is too high for them from what I'm looking at. If you're
Darn
going
it!
to
That's why I picked
call
them
it a
because I wanted the
chiss.
4/4.
At least it's too high with that willpower. So if you want to swap Tundra Dwellers out for Infravision and the Strain Threshold of the Chiss out, I'm okay with you starting with those
Yeah.
stats and starting experience.
Yep, that's fine. I'm just doing it for I want the 4/4 presence and intellect.
But you will, you will have to reduce the Strain Threshold down to the
That's fine.
other one. I mean, you're missing out on the willpower of the Chiss, but whatever. Go the way you want to play it. You know, call it Chiss, but go with like
Isn't like I believe the Chiss are like a confederacy, so it could be like some whatever race from there.
Ascendancy.
Yeah, the Ascendancy. I'm assuming that there's like, different like sub races. We don't know anything about the Chiss other than Thrawn, so some not Thrawn Chiss.
There's actually been some more turn up recently in the Thrawn, most recent Thrawn books.
Really? They still make those? Are those canon? Or are those legends?
Yeah, Timothy Zahn came back to write a new series, canon.
Oh fuck!
ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I need to read those.
So it is. So you've got what were they? There was Thrawn. Then he wrote Thrawn Alliances, then Thrawn Treason, and most recently he's gone and written Thrawn Ascendancy, which is supposed to be before Thrawn went into the main part of the galaxy, so focused around.
That's when he was like working his way up through the Ascendancy ranks before he was a spy for the Ascendancy and the Empire.
Yeah. So he started that with Chaos Rising, and then he's when was Chaos Rising? That came out last year. Then the next one is called Greater Good, which came out a couple of months ago by the looks of this. And the last one of the Ascendancy series is coming out at the end of this year.
Nice.
But yeah, Thrawn, the first one of the three for the first part of the trilogy, which is just titled Thrawn. Really good reintroduction to the character, I think, because it
check it out.
begins with a run-in with the Empire and sort of chronicles his rise to be the Emperor's one of most trusted admirals. And then Alliances, from what I understand, takes place half in the Clone Wars and half in the Empire era, and has him team up with Anakin during the Clone Wars and team up with Vader in the later era.
I remember that was mentioned in one of the comics I read. But Thrawn comics.
I think the Thrawn comics were an adaptation of the Thrawn novel into
Okay,
comic form.
I read the comics, so
Yeah, I read them too. It's also, even though barely anyone has picked up on it, it is the first canon mention in those comics of the dynamic class freighter, which is the Ebon Hawk. They have
Nice.
it twice in the background of one of the panels drawn.
The Kushaban!
That's the Republic confirmed. We already know that Revan exists somehow, in some form.
Yep.
It's like they keep teasing us. Like, just give us what we want. You know what we want. I don't care about the High Republic. You can do that too. Just give us the Old Republic.
I'm interested in the High Republic series that's coming, The Acolyte.
All I know is that like a bunch of people giving shit because there's like a sentient rock. That's not even like a humanoid rock, or it's just a rock.
Right.
Can't believe they have the Kushabans.
In this really big list of races.
Well, actually, I can now. Yeah, that's right.
You know, the one with every single race included.
I have a problem with the given stats because it should be a 4 intellect for the given.
Balance.
I mean, I don't know that I necessarily agree with most of this, but... Oh wow, they've got 4 versions of the Sith in here too. I might take a look at theirs compared to mine and see if it's worth taking the one from the giant list. Differences are... Actually, that wouldn't be a bad way of swapping it out.
Play as a Selkath.
I might even consider taking the Sith from this giant species thing. Taking a look at it there.
Sense.
I mean, maybe. It's probably slightly better balanced than I did it. Given that I did this a while ago. I still think it's relatively well balanced, but it's got some issues. The one I did. And it's given 4 different options for Sith sub-races here too. Rather than just the 3.
Yeah. Intellect, brawn, and cunning.
Yeah, and then one that's just 2 across the board. Hmm. This is I really am impressed that someone did this.
That's pretty impressive.
I have a serious questioning what they do with their life, but
I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what they do with their life. This can't be the only super long source book they've made.
It could have been a bunch of people working on it as a project.
that's true.
Yeah.
Hey guys, let's get together and do this. It could have been a community thing. And someone just, sat down and was like, okay, I got these. I'll just compile these all together. Which, if they send you all the documents, all you need to do is put it together.
Yep, that's fair.
I hope so.
I kind of want to post this in the Discord and just say, this is the new species list for everyone.
I worked really hard on it. Please don't be too hard on me.
Alright, I gotta get this ship, though. Gotta
Yeah.
get it.
Yep.
Yeah, so, you fly to the coordinates that he uncovered, and you see it floating out there.
Alright. Yeah. I think it's 100 credits for a spacesuit, if I'm not mistaken. Need to buy them before we got out. So
I think we have spacesuits on the thing. Because I know I suited up once, and then it was just like, oh, we don't need to.
Yeah, it's 100 credits for it. They give you 2 to 3 hours of air. So you can buy a bunch of spacesuits if you want.
I'll buy 7.
Might come in handy.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. I will grab the astromech. And what's his face? Fitch.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure the astromech can fly us out to the ship.
Yeah, you bring the astromech. You find your way to. Are you going to try and dock your ship, or are you just going to fly over with the spacesuit? What's the plan?
You know what? Docking the ship may be a better idea, I think. Yeah, we'll dock the ship.
Okay. Give me a hard piloting check.
Oh no. Eh.
With a setback.
It's that tough?
What?
It's that tough?
This thing doesn't have the standard automated controls enabled for docking, as it's sort of lying there lifeless as far as you can tell.
Ominous.
Do we have Destiny pool for today, or?
Yeah, let's roll for Destiny. Give me a moment.
Pretty sure.
You go, roll for Destiny. Are you
Pretty sure we're not
Paragon
gonna have
still, Flynn?
No.
Okay.
Wouldn't have mattered.
Yep.
Yeah, so you got no points currently, but got the power. I don't know how to pronounce them. The species from Knights of the Old Republic that's got a big body and a little body attached to each other. In this thing. Anyway, yeah, give me that hard with a setback.
Alright,
Piloting space.
trying to find maybe it's in my companion sheets. Alright, and I will have my droid help me, because that is smart. Which, I'm pretty sure I'll just get the boost. But that's besides the point. I'll take the boost. Big money, no whammies.
You don't manage to dock.
I'll
you
just
know,
park it right above.
You bump off of it, but you do it so nicely that you don't cause any damage to the ship or anything, or any strain to any systems, but you just don't manage to clamp on properly.
That's fine. We'll just go out. You know, I'll just park it really, really close. That's all.
Okay.
And we'll go out that way. So yes, we will go onto the ship that way. I will be looking it over before we go in.
Okay. So you fly out with. I assume you've got some way of steering yourself, or are you just launching yourself at this ship?
That's what the droid's for.
Okay. Yeah. Give me. I suppose you've got a jetpack. That's probably.
I do have a jetpack too. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a What is it? Like a average check for your piloting planetary for the jetpack. Yeah, you aim right for what would normally be. Do you want to go for the airlock or the boarding ramp?
Probably the airlock.
Okay. Yeah,
Well,
you managed to hit your target. However, you hit a little bit too hard and caused yourself a bit of strain.
Oopsie.
it's harder to stop in space.
Inertia's a bitch.
But the point is, I did stop.
Eventually.
Then I will. Yep, I will check it over.
Yeah.
Looking for booby traps or whatnot.
Before you
I don't
open
think
it.
it. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so you begin looking over this thing. Give me a average mechanics check.
I have Fitch with me.
Yeah, you managed to check it. There doesn't appear to be any traps that can't be disabled relatively easily, and it manages to open the airlock.
Cool. We go in.
Okay, so
I'll go in with you.
Oh wait, Silverback's on the ship. We're good.
Yep, and the droid.
No, the droid's with us.
Oh.
Astromech.
Yeah, Silverback piloting the ship.
okay, so as you enter this ship, you see lying in front of you a bunch of cargo containers. And off to your left is a corridor.
Here's what I'm gonna do first. In long range, I'm gonna do a sense check to see if I can sense any living life.
Okay.
Actually, I'll do extreme. Sure.
I don't think you need extreme. Will you?
Yeah, it's a long range. Might be bigger than long range.
Okay.
I'll just do 3. Well, I fail.
Yeah, you
Can't
can't sense anything. You try, but just nothing's turning up.
I will do the same thing with you. What is sense off of?
That can be either, but I use control.
Flynn, on the other hand, tries to sense things, and there's a faint life reading, but you can't tell. Like it appears sometimes and disappears other times.
I don't think we're alone on the ship. It's faint. It appears and disappears.
That could mean that he's in Could mean that very sneaky boy.
With the force, maybe.
Yeah, so you're
things first,
currently standing in this basically the docking room, I guess you'd call it. The access hatch room, whatever. And off to your left from where you're standing is a corridor.
Is there oxygen in here, or?
It appears like the crates that are in this room are floating, so it doesn't appear like there's any gravity. So if the power's out enough to remove gravity, it'd be somewhat surprising to have oxygen.
Alright. Let's make a sweep, and then let's see if we can't get this ship up and running.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Okay, give me a... If you want to go into the corridor, give me a average control check. And this is basically you trying to float your way through, given there's no gravity.
Both of us are just fun.
Both of you.
Oh.
Otherwise, droid's got magnetic clock.
If you fail, basically, you'll be taking strain. Okay. Yeah, you both managed to make your way into the corridor, and now, it's fairly empty in here. Directly in front of you, you can see an escape pod, or off to your right, you can see another corridor.
Alright, I'm gonna first check the escape pod.
Okay. The hatch to it is currently closed.
I will open it.
Okay. Doesn't really take much. An easy skullduggery or easy computers will do it.
I wonder what I'll use.
Yeah, you open it. Other than what you'd normally expect to find in an escape pod, it's empty.
I will shut it. And follow the corridor.
Okay. Yeah, so the corridor that you've just entered now appears to be curved, and you can see that to your right it leads towards a room. The door is currently closed. Off to the left, you can see very close by a room that is on the side of this corridor you're currently facing from the one that you went through. You know what? Let's call the front of the ship north, the back of the ship south.
All right.
Or actually, bow and stern would make more sense. Anyway, door that's on the bow side or the north side of this corridor is relatively close. Further down towards the port or the left side of the ship is another door, though. So there are 3 doors in this corridor.
Let's sweep the cockpit before we go and get everything all up and running.
So you're gonna head all the way to your right, the one that's furthest.
Yep.
We'll call north, I guess. Yeah, so you open this door, I'm guessing. Easy.
Yep.
In this case, it's got no power running to it. The one to the escape pod had escape pod emergency power. This one has no power running to it. So you can either do a hard mechanics check or you can do an athletics check to open it.
I got you.
Also hard.
I'll do the shoulder massaging thing. You got this.
Yeah, so you get this door open, and there's this large-ish room there. From what you can tell, there is a hollow terminal in the center of it, and along with that, like it looks like it's the main sort of main hold of the ship. So in a corner, there's like a couch there with a table in front of it. There's some cards left on that table. You'd guess that there's sabacc cards. There's also, there's some terminals and some crates lying around in here. But yeah, there's the giant hollow terminal in the center as well. Off of this room, you can see, if you have a look around, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You can see towards the center of the ship, the left from where you're standing, you can see that there's a couple of steps leading to a slightly raised section. But it's completely visible from here, and it's still part of this main room.
Alright, I'll go up to the slightly raised steps.
So in there you find what you'd describe as some bedding just laying down in a corner.
I'll go through it real quick.
Yeah, give me an average skullduggery check.
Skullduggery!
Now, the reason I'm doing it this way and not showing you the map is because, I have the map here. I just wanted it to be a little bit more mysterious at the moment, so
that's
that you
fair.
don't know what's coming. Right, so give me one rare loot roll and 4 normal loot rolls.
I'm gonna use that. 2. Okay, so I need 2 more.
You've
I
done
get another
3.
droid!
There you go. Yeah, so you got some money twice. You want to roll that?
Oh, no, only once. Oh no, the macro binoculars wouldn't take then. Alright. Standard credits. I got this. So that's 737. Hey, that covers the cost of my whatchamacallit?
The spacesuits. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So that's what you find in amongst the bedding here. From here, where you're standing on this raised section, towards your north is a door. Directly south is a door, and then there's one more door to the left side of the ship. So the east side, which is more directly in front of you, with where you're standing with the bedding.
second. All right.
Are you all going together, or are you sort of going in different directions?
I think I'm heading. I'm shadowing him. If there is an enemy, probably should stick right by him.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so you said there was what again?
There's a door to your north, a door directly south, and one to the left side or the east. The west side of the ship.
Go north.
Okay. As you open up this door, there's a fairly empty room here. At the far side, there is another door. You can see like a couple of crates in here, but that's about it.
Okay.
Also, did
All right.
anyone close the airlock behind you, or are you just leaving it all open as you go?
Oh no, the airlock would have been closed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's standard procedures. You don't leave an airlock open. That's
The airlock
silly
is
talk.
ajar.
Your airlock is ajar. Close it, motherfucker.
Yeah, so there's a couple of crates in here, or at the far end from where you've entered is another door.
All right, let's go to the other door.
Okay. This one, again, doesn't seem to have any power to it.
Nedrock.
Try and force it open.
Yep, so still the hard athletics if you're doing that way. Yeah, you managed to get this one open as well. And in front of you, you are looking directly at the cockpit.
Keep the cockpit.
So you've got four chairs in here. You've got the pilot, the co-pilot, and then there seem to be two towards the end of the room you've entered in on, which you'd guess are to do with navigation and something else.
Okay.
So what are your plans in the cockpit?
Bitch, can you make it so that they cannot engage anything if we start the ship up from here? Make it an easy fix, but
Give me a hard mechanics check with 2 setback. Fitch
Kill
can
me,
do it if
Smalls.
you'd like. I assume you've got access to Fitch's sheet.
Yep. Hard with 2 setback.
Yes.
Does he have any? No talents and special abilities. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay. He takes a bit of strain, but he discovers really quickly that there doesn't seem to be any power getting to his console. However, he was smart enough to bring himself a portable generator, which he plugs in. That's the triumph. So yeah, he plugs in this portable generator and powers the system that he plugs it into. Basically, it can't power the whole thing. And he realizes that it appears this ship has been without power for well, the last date logged in here is about 100 years ago.
Okay.
Oh,
There's a log?
Yeah, it's a little corrupted, but he can see a log, and he does lock it down just in case, so that they can't
Yeah,
turn it against
take
you.
us. Yeah.
But yeah, the log appears somewhat corrupted, but it does appear that at some point there was an unexpected depressurization on board the ship, and that's about where the log stops.
Okay. Sweeping the ship.
He
sweeping the
also,
ship.
trying to read past the corrupted bits, he also notes some reference to power loss.
I didn't have the power.
Minoc, maybe?
Okay, so what do you want to do from here?
Now we're gonna head to engineering. Or we're gonna sweep our way back, if that makes any sense.
Okay, the same path or a different path?
Were there rooms we didn't explore?
Okay. So you head back into the main hold with the raised section that you entered the cockpit corridor through.
Yeah.
Okay.
The main thing is we gotta sweep systematically, but we gotta backtrace and then go the other way around.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah. So in here you've still got the door you first entered in here through, which is towards the southeast side. You've got another door directly south of you that you didn't come through, and you've got the door to the west.
So many choices. Pick one, Adrock.
I don't know. Just go to the west one.
All right, we're going to the west one.
So you're in another curved corridor. Immediately to your right, almost is a door. A little bit further down the corridor is another door on the right, and then just past that one is a door at the end of the corridor. This curved corridor.
Quick question. Can I make a check to see if I recognize this type of ship?
Sure. Give me a
The layout of the ship?
hard vehicles check. Knowledge vehicles. I think that's in there. Theory.
Knowledge vehicle spaceships. I
Yeah.
can do that. Maybe.
As expected. Oh, that was warfare, but it's the same check, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I know it.
Yeah, this is a much, much older vehicle, but it is the precursor to the modern YT series of freighters.
Okay.
All right.
It was also made by Corellian Engineering Corporation.
As spaceships usually are.
Yeah. But it is a significantly older one than your typical YT series. It's called the XS series light freighter. And around 200 years ago, they had a resurgence of these vehicles. Before then, like they had been out of production for a few thousand years.
Star Wars and technology.
But because it was such a, all these collectors were looking for the old classic versions, and so much like we get every now and then with vehicles today, the Corellian Engineering Corporation decided to release another limited run of them.
All right, let's search that west door.
Which one? The one directly to your right, or the one further down the corridor to the right?
Well, systematically, I need to go down, so closest, and then closest.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah. So again, you've got a lack of power in here.
Nedrock, he's our man. If he can't do it, we'll find someone else who can.
That's kind of threatening at the end. Oh, you can't do this, Jack? That's fine. We'll just find somebody else to replace you.
That's not exactly what I meant. It wasn't supposed to be threatening, but
Yeah, you open this door and it appears to be quarters of some kind. In front of you is a pile of bones.
that's it doesn't look like they're it's like in the pile, or does it look like a body lying there?
No, it's more like it's a pile.
So that's not natural.
Possibly.
Does someone want to give me a survival check?
You're probably better than I am.
Maybe. What difficulty?
Average. Okay, these appear to be the bones of a human or near human, and there are teeth marks on it.
Well,
and they were neatly
something.
piled.
Something tells me that we are not alone on this ship.
I'm going to use sense again. Sense.
Yeah, so you pick up the same thing you did last time in that there appears to be a faint life reading that sort of turns on and off. Or not necessarily turns on and off, that's a bad description. It's you feel it and then it goes and you don't feel it and then you feel it again and it just keeps doing that.
Can I pinpoint the location at least?
Let's see.
Or a direction?
Yeah, you feel as if it's both. Each time you feel it, it feels like it's coming from a slightly different direction, but you felt it in a direction of towards the rear of the ship. But most recently, you would have thought that it was below you.
Access crates.
Give me a hard perception check.
As Meatloaf says, I can do that. Oh wait, no, I won't do that. Never mind. Not what he says.
Yeah, you can see that in the corridor and some of the rooms there appears to be a way to pry up some of the flooring. Average athletics will pry it up if you want to.
Okay. Go, Nadra, go!
Oh, okay. Same check. What's the check?
Yeah, average athletics.
Average. I have quick draw. Okay, we're good.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pry open these grates, these panels on the floor, and very briefly, Nadrock, you see something sort of scurry off down the grate.
That's concerning. I pointed out.
There wasn't enough time to get any sort of good look at it. You just saw something move off further into the darkness of this underbit. But you're still stuck with the issue that you've been floating your way through this place. There's still no gravity here.
Alright, we're gonna have to get gravity in. We're gonna head to the engineering first.
Okay.
To engineering.
So as you do, you put the access panel back down, or do you leave it floating?
Put it back down, I think.
So as you push it back down, you hear sort of a suction, which is how it didn't fly off in the first place, and why it took a bit of strength to lift it. It doesn't feel like as whoever pushes it back down, it doesn't feel like it's any sort of powered suction. It's just like it's designed to mechanically just stick in place. Almost like heavy duty magnets.
Alright.
So you're back in this curved corridor. So from where you're standing, to the right is the opposite end of the corridor you entered, and there's also a second door down there on the west side.
I think we're gonna beeline to the oh my god, words.
Engineering?
Engineering, yeah.
Do you know where that is?
I'm kind of familiar with the ship.
Okay.
Ish.
Yeah.
Probably back by the
yeah, you know
engines.
it because of your check before. You know it's near the rear of the ship, so you know that heading down the corridor Sort of heading straight south down this corridor, you'll hit another door, and then if you keep going in that direction, it'll curve back around towards the center and towards engineering. So you're going there now, or?
Yes, yes. Also, I do have animal empathy as a feat or talent, I should say. So might be able to not get us to get it to try and eat us. Maybe.
Okay.
But yes, to engineering.
Yeah, so you head down through this next door. It's open at the moment, so you don't have to worry about it. However, directly in front of you again is another door after you go through this open one. You want to try and force it open again, or what's the plan?
Yep.
Nadrock?
Nedrock, we
What?
choose you.
Door?
There you go.
I think is what they're wanting help with. There you go. Yeah, so
He's
as
my
you
automatic
can-
door opener.
One more difficulty, but I mean you pass it anyway. Even if you got 2 failures on the next one, you still pass that. So yeah, as you continue down through this door, it curves back around. Off to your left side, sort of north side, is another door. But you know, if you keep going along this corridor as it keeps curving, you'll reach the center of the ship on the other end. And if you get through that door, you should be in engineering.
All right, we'll go that way.
Okay, so one more door.
So many doors. I'm getting sick of all these doors.
There you go. So you get this one open, and then off to your right there, you can see engineering. And there's no more doors in the way. It's just open from here, and it's the engine room.
Let's get it up and running.
Someone give me a hard perception check.
Okay.
Of course, if I failed, I could have just cut through the door. I've got the reach-in lightsaber.
Yeah, take a strain, but you hear a scurrying sound.
Nedrock, we should probably stay alert.
Yep, I can't wait till it shows itself so we can kill it.
Easy now, easy now. Can I try to reach out with it? With my animal empathy and whatnot?
You can try, I guess.
What I'm gonna try to do. Okay, it just says when making checks to handle or tame animals, add force die no greater than force rating to the check. So, don't think I can quite just reach out with the force that way. Can I use Nadrock and can we channel like the force together?
I mean, sure, I guess.
I need you to, because I can pick up on it briefly. If I can pick up on it briefly with sense, like I've been doing, he should be able to reach out to it at least. and then I should be able to with telepathy. I would think, because you can convey emotions and of peace and serenity and stuff like that.
Okay.
So let's do that. Yeah, if that's okay with you. Damn.
Yeah, do you want to do the next part of that?
Okay, so that was next part is going to be it does not tell what is the handle animal check. It doesn't really have that, do they?
What does the talent say?
It just says when making checks to handle or tame animals, add force die no greater than force rating to the check. Then force pips to add success or advantage to the check.
Okay. Just
Probably
if-
survival.
yeah, I think do a survival check, and yes, you're trying to reach out to it, so you're trying to communicate. So give me a. You don't really know anything about it yet, so give me a daunting survival. You can have an upgrade for each of the successes Nadrock rolled, and you can have a boost for 2 boost for the advantages there. 2 boost total, not 2 boost per anything. So 2 upgrades and 2 boost for a daunting survival check.
I succeed. And I'm not going to use the dark side for some reason. I don't know why.
So take some strain, but you reach out, and what do you say to this thing, or what do you try and do with your attempted communication, or whatever it is you're doing?
We're at peace. Calm, relax, and be safe. I'm trying to relay the emotion of docileness, if that makes any sense.
Through the force, the both of you feel more of a hunger than anything else. Coming back off of this.
And we relay if it's if you are like patience and wait, it'll be fed, if that makes any sense. How do you really explain that? A relaying of like loyalty. I don't know if that makes any sense. Kind of like pack type thinking. That's what I'm trying to relay.
Okay.
I have a new plan. I'll sit in a dark room and try and lure it out, and when it attacks, I attack back. Let's see that. I don't think this thing is gonna be kumbaya with its killing of the previous owners.
What if the well, that's a good point. I don't know. Let's just play it by ear. Let's get that thing up and running. I don't think we should separate. But I will be switching my guns to stun.
Okay.
I'm also gonna go ahead and activate Force Sense.
Are there crates here? Like storage crates?
In
Because I'm
engineering,
assuming the lights are off in this.
Eh.
no, there's no storage crates in engineering.
Alright. Let's get
Yeah,
this
the
up and
lights
running,
are
though.
off, but I've assumed you've been carrying around like little torches or flashlights. or
Yeah,
whatever.
they're already included in like spacesuits. I believe that in the spacesuit package, light suits are.
Yeah,
kind of
Nadrock, you're getting the same sort of fluctuating life form readings in terms of sensing that Flynn was getting. In that sometimes you feel it there, and then sometimes you don't.
Yep. That check was so that I can put on the foresight and upgrade check thing.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep that going because now I'm on the hunt.
Okay.
What is
I'm also gonna ready my weapon, my lightsaber.
So if you're
What is
leaving it on, what you're starting to feel is it has a pattern to when they sort of flick, when you can sort of sense it and when you can't. What was that?
Oh, that was my phone telling me it's 6:30.
Oh. Yeah, so you're in engineering at the moment.
Yes, we will get Fitch to get to repairing with the droid.
Give me a hard mechanics check. And then a hard computers
Boost with the
check.
droid.
I'll be like my
However you
lightsaber
wanna
is
do
drawn,
with it.
staring at, like with my back towards you, like kind of defending you.
Yeah, so you managed to power up the main engines. They appear and then get all the power on across the entire ship, including gravity, lights, life support. It appears as if it was sabotaged. They removed a key component, but your droid brought some extra components with it that you were able to use to replace it.
Darn it! I wish I was a sneaky boy and I could just lay in wait here till it comes.
Can we do the ramp now? I want to see if we can't maybe extend the ramp now that we have power.
He just said that it was sabotaged, which means that he probably sabotaged it. Which means if we leave this alone, it'll be sabotaged again.
No, it looks like something intelligent took
Right,
it, right?
but exactly. Who said this wasn't intelligent? It's been smart enough to stay away from us right so far. It's probably waiting for an opportune moment to strike.
I'm gonna try. We could try reaching out to it again and try talking to it.
I don't think talking is with the hunger. Don't think talking is an option. We can try, but you can try, but
Yeah.
I say we go for a hunt.
But this would be a sweet ass thing to release on Korriban.
I don't think that this thing can be controlled. A thing with insatiable hunger.
It may not be insatiable hunger, it just may be hungry. I mean, 100 years on a boat with no food.
Hello everyone, I'm making this.
This could have been a pet potentially. Let's search the crates real quick.
I'm sure the crewmates of this vessel felt the same.
They could have been dead. We don't know.
Right, from this thing.
Or from the fact that someone sabotaged the ship and power went out and they all died. Suffocation.
I wonder who did that. I guess this is 100 years. It's possible.
All right, let's go search the ship and look for maybe food components.
Okay.
Because crate. It may not have had access to said crate. So we'll look for foodstuffs.
Okay. So now that you've got power back on, I will share this with you. I'm gonna put it in character journals deck play, I think. So now you can see where you are and where you want to go.
Alright, we're a 9. Does it say cargo hold 7? We're going to 7
Okay.
first.
Why are we going to cargo hold?
It may have foodstuffs. If we can feed the creature.
You really think this creature hasn't found the foodstuffs here?
It depends. If it can't smell it, it may not be able to get to it. And generally, you keep foodstuffs in airtight stuff.
If it is intelligent enough to warrant befriending it, then it would probably have found it already.
I'm just gonna try anyway. We don't know.
All right, I'm just telling you.
I mean, at the end of the day, you maybe end up killing it. Just saying.
I will end up killing it, but I'm just gonna wait for the I told you so.
Right. So yeah, I mean, all the doors are fairly, there's power back to everything, so you don't have to force anything open now. But yeah,
Alright.
you head back over towards the cargo hold, I guess.
Check it out.
So
As soon as we get to the cargo hold, I'm going to say, you check it out. I'm gonna double back to the engine, see if I can't catch it. Something messing with it.
You want to leave us alone?
I mean, I'll leave you alone. I'll be fine by myself.
Yeah, but what about Fitch?
You can guard him. You two will be together.
This isn't gonna end badly.
I'm
At least
confident. I'm confident in soloing it.
There's oxygen, right? Now?
I'll be right back.
yeah, there is.
Okay.
I'm just gonna quickly check.
Still gonna keep the suit on, but yeah. Gonna start going through the stuff. Does it look like anything's been in the crates?
It looks like a whole bunch of the crates are open. Some of them appear to have been ripped open. Like torn, almost. Give me a daunting skullduggery check to find any still sealed.
Wow. 4 success and a triumph.
Okay, so do you want 3 rare loot checks or 1 rare loot check and 4 regular?
What was it? 3?
3
Three
rare
rare
loot checks or 1 rare and 4 regular?
We'll go with 3 rare. 2, 3. I don't think that would exist.
No, roll those 2 again because you definitely didn't get trading cards from that.
It's could have been foils. Damn it!
100 years ago, there were the great grandfathers of separatist sympathizers that was planned long ago.
I don't
You know what?
think
Roll
so.
that last one again as well, and I'll.
I believe you are going to make a franchise now.
Right, okay. So the nearest planet that these coordinates to are Hutta, as that is the nearest major planet. And as for the casino, it is on Nar Shaddaa.
Is it the same one?
There's what?
The same, oh no, his is on Corellia.
Yeah.
Open an expansion to your franchise. Take this globally. You're an interstellar business now.
You're still a
Planetary.
businessman.
Interplanetary, I guess. It's still in the same galaxy.
Interstellar would still be accurate because it's
Yeah.
different star systems.
Oh yeah, so it's an go interstellar.
And the last one was blasting accutating module.
Which is this one here.
I have so many deeds. So many deeds.
Right. But yeah, you can see while you're looking through this that some of them did in fact once have food in them. They are most definitely empty now.
Okay. It gonna be hungry.
The other thing you notice is that with your check is there are no spacesuits left.
Probably should check the ship that we came on. Make sure that Silverback's doing okay.
Silverback, are you doing okay?
He reports back to you fairly quickly. There doesn't appear to be any unusual activity. Everything seems normal.
So, yeah. Probably one word. Silverbackiest type thing.
Yep.
Let's see. Alright. Oh, crud. Let's see if we
Where
can't
are
maybe...
you right now, Nadrock?
Oh, I ran like depending on time, I pretty much ran back to the end to take a peek.
Okay. As you get there, you don't see anything in there.
Alright, then I immediately head back.
Okay. While you're running back, Flynn, give me a hard perception check.
That's the last of Flynn. Hopefully not, but...
Yeah, so you get another flash, like of sense sort of flash from the Force, and you feel the life reading right behind you.
Quick draw, turn around.
And in front of you, you see... I'm going to put this in deck plans also, because I don't know where else to put it right now. You see this thing.
It's a Dashad.
East Gynum. Hey! I can get you some food if you back off.
I don't think that you can try.
Give me a daunting xenology check if you want to see if you can speak to him properly. You cannot speak to him. Anyone is welcome to do the check, though.
Do I get there back there in time to see this?
You arrived back right as just after Flynn said what he just said there.
I'm just gonna mute. Oh, I've already had my blade drawn because I was on edge this entire time.
Apparently, Fitch also does not speak whatever
Dashad?
this thing's speaking.
I'll speak with my blade. He probably has a very sad backstory, but he's gonna die regardless. Is he attacking?
He's just standing there at the moment.
Alright, I'm going to. Can I just walk up to him?
Okay.
I'm gonna stand five, right in front of him, look him up and down, and I'm just gonna. Might as well try to speak.
Okay. You gonna give me that check?
You know, it's a joke that I know I passed so many of these rolls. If I pass this roll, oh my god! Jesus Christ! Nadarok! Jesus Christ!
So he's a linguist, but he doesn't care about everything else. Just linguist.
I mean, I know Rhodian, Gamorrean, binary at this point. Apparently Dashad.
Takes some strain, but yeah, you can speak to Shard, apparently.
I think Nadarok just has a gift with languages.
In his spare time, he just starts studying up on languages for the hell of it.
He goes
To be
sleep
fair,
with,
once you know two languages, it's easier to learn. The more languages you know, the easier it is to expand upon it.
Yeah. It's just the ones that you seem to learn seem to be oddly obscure.
Alex showing up people at parties, it was a party trick. Jedi party trick.
Okay, apparently you speak to Shard, so yeah, what do you say?
Or
are you just waiting for it to speak? What's the idea here?
I guess I will say, stand down. If you attack, you die.
In response, you get this. You are not my master. What are you doing on this ship?
We found the deed in a. Where did we find? Wait, hold on. Where did we find this deed?
we obtained the deed. That's all you have to know.
Yeah, we obtained the deed, not on our person, and came out to retrieve the ship. But no, I am not your master.
Do you know what happened here? I have been unable to discover the cause.
How long have you been on the ship?
I have not any way of answering that question, as I have entered states of hibernation to pass time.
Records show this ship lost power and fizzled out 200 years, like hundreds of years ago.
It was 100 years ago, right?
100 years ago.
When the ship lost power, my master went to try and find the cause and discovered key components missing from the generators.
I
noticed a strange ship outside, so he went to investigate it with a spacesuit and only found one remaining, and it appeared as though the others were removed. So
I
it
assume
left
that you
me
did
and
the
the
sabotage.
remainder of the crew here. Over time, we ran out of food, so I resorted to the only remaining course of action.
No judgments here. Gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
I'm
If
just
you
kind of
have
staring
come
at them
from
both, like,
elsewhere, can you provide sustenance?
Absolutely. In fact, if you agree to help us out with this particular task, I'll give you all the food that you could want.
What task would that be?
Subjugation of our enemies.
A task for which I am well suited. Are your
oh,
enemies worthy?
They are worthy in that they are numerous. There are some stronger than others, but as a whole, as individuals, they are weak, but they do prove a threat united. They are a galaxy-spanning power, if that answers your question.
Very well. I will join you. I am Mokhun.
How much do I know about... I speak to Chad. How much do I know about the race? Can I make a check for that?
Sure, give me a lore check, I guess. Or actually xenology or lore, I don't mind which. Still daunting. There's not a lot of these things.
Can I get a boost since I can speak their language, apparently?
You know what? Have an upgrade and a boost because you can speak their language. Because you must have learnt something if you've... Lore or xenology, I don't mind which. But yeah, upgrade and a boost.
So I don't know anything.
Practically nothing about them as a people. You know there aren't many left. It was pretty much a dead language, and it's why you went and wanted to learn it.
Nerd.
One of those I can speak something you can't things. Yeah. Yeah, so you know practically nothing. This is rather large though, like a Silhouette 2.
I asked him, would you like when I take it back to the ship, I'd like to ask him, would you like to partake in a game of strength?
How do you take him back to the ship?
I'm gonna see about uh, opening up the ramp, the docking ramp. See if we can't maybe get it that way because now it has power. The ramp. should-
Yeah, the spacesuits aren't going to fit him, are they?
No, that's definitely not.
We could also take this, fly the ship to atmosphere, and then just transfer them on that way.
Yeah, or you can dock them. I don't really mind which,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, we
We'll
can
just
try
dock 'em.
we can try docking, but we already failed doing that one. If we failed again,
No power,
okay.
yeah. So
and it may be easier if this one extends its ramp versus ours because
yeah, now that you've got them both powered up, you're looking at an average space piloting space check for docking instead of what it was before. Yeah, you dock them together without too much difficulty now. You promised me sustenance.
follow. Wait, I can't say that.
I'll say, follow me to the rations. We can get some more on planet, but this is what we have on us now.
Yeah. So Mokun follows you, and I haven't really done that yet, but I will give you this anyway. There you go. That's how you spell his name, at least. I haven't added the image of him in there yet, but that's fine.
Aren't you glad you didn't cut him down? We have more crew now.
I'm kind of disappointed, but at the same time, I'm content. I want to arm wrestle him.
Okay.
That was the duel of strength, the feat of strength.
I accept your challenge. So yeah, if you're going strength against strength, I guess it's brawn versus brawn.
Could be athletics.
Oh yeah, I guess it could be athletics versus athletics or something, yeah.
What's his athletics? Assuming it's super high.
4 red and a purple. Or 4 yellows and a green is what his is, so you against them would be either that or you both roll without any difficulty and you see who rolls better.
I think
might
that
be
makes
better.
more sense. Yeah, because
Yeah.
he wins. But I look stylish.
Yeah, he is significantly stronger than you, but I mean, you don't go down easy.
I earn his respect, and that's kind of what I was going for.
Man, I was hoping to get a pet out of this. Damn it!
I mean, this is significantly more battle effective than a pet.
Yeah, but the pet I can use. I have animal bond, and I can see through its eyes. So when gambling, I can see through other eyes, seeing other people's hands. Eh? See?
By the way, out of curiosity, can I make like I don't have any specific force power, but do I sense any dark side emanating from this guy? Any force?
A heck of a lot of dark side emanating from him. Like, not at the levels that you've sensed when, you came in close contact with Vader or an Inquisitor, but it's still pretty high.
Does it feel like a force sensitive? Like, I might not know, but like, does it feel like he could use like a someone who could use the force.
Give me a sense check.
Nope, I can't tell. Somehow.
You're unsure. Like, you feel the force emanating from him, but whether or not he's attuned to it is a different story. You don't know that.
We can get the ships back down on Narshada.
Alright, actually, I have to get going now.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
Yep, that seems like a good place to end it anyway. We've done a longer one than... Okay. Have a good one.
Yep.
It was a interesting session.